Good afternoon, students. Today we start with a new lesson, Chapter 5, Mass Media and History. Open your textbook, page number 32. Children, in this chapter we will study Introduction of Mass Media, History of Mass Media, Critical Understanding of the Information Received through Mass Media, and Professional Opportunities in Mass Media. Okay, let us come to first point, Introduction to Mass Media. Mass media contains two words, mass and media. Mass means in this context, or here the meaning is aggregation of people. Media means various modes of communication, both the audio and the visual. For example, radio, newspaper, television, etc. Mass media is a field of mass communication. Okay? Children, we can easily send any information to a faraway places through a medium of communication today. But in olden days, it was entirely different. A crier was used for public announcement in olden days. Crier means an officer who make a public announcement. So, he means the crier would run in the street beating drums and crying over important news according to the order of the king. In this way, the news would spread among people by word of mouth. Now, next topic, history of mass media. Printing technology and newspapers were introduced in India after the arrival of Britishers. So, we used printing technology and newspaper in India after the arrival of Britishers. So, people started receiving printed news through newspapers. Newspapers become the first mass media of circulating information and knowledge among people. Next, newspaper. Newspaper is known as the fourth pillar of democracy. Newspaper is a publication. It prints daily news, editorials, people's opinion, entertainment, or other supplementary content. Okay. In the editorial, the editor is a senior-most journalist. He checks the news, everyday's news, and write an editorial on his views about a particular point or subject every day. And at the same time, there is a space for public opinion. We can see letters to editor in the newspaper. In this column, people can express their opinion regarding various topics. And also, entertainment page is there. It included jokes, cartoons, puzzles, information on movies, etc. And next one is newspaper printed and distributed regularly at a definite time. Next paragraph. Newspaper provide various local newses, national and international newses. Newspaper is considered as a historical document or it acts as a source of history. Next topic is precursors of newspaper. Precursors means children, the word meaning is forerunner. In this topic, we are going to study what were people used before newspaper to spread or announce any important order of the king or emperor. Let us see one by one. There was a custom in Egypt before Common Era that the emperor's order, it is called a royal decree. So the emperor's order used to place or stick the inscription in a public place. So people who pass over can read the inscription and can come to know the order of the king or emperor. In India also, during the period of Emperor Ashoka, used the same method to reach the royal announcement to the public. Let us see another example. In Roman Empire, royal decrees were written on papers and distributed among people. It includes various events took place in the nation and its capital. Another example is, during the period of Julius Caesar, there was a newspaper called Acta Diruna. Its meaning is act of every day. So this newspaper used to stick in public places so that people could able to read and to know the update of the nation. It was a very effective method of conveying royal command to people during that period. Next one is about travelers. Travelers arriving from faraway countries also narrate stories about the country and its people. Many travelers visited our country since ancient time. This already we learned in a second chapter. They stayed in the country for a period of time and collect information about a country and used to tell in other countries where they visited. At the same time, the ambassadors of a king appointed in various places, they also sent back important news to the royal court. So children, ambassadors and travelers also act as a source of history or information during ancient period. Okay. Children, today we stop here. In the next class we will study about different newspapers which published in India in the initial period. Okay.